Why you don't need hope to live a meaningful life. We spend our lives chasing something, success, love, purpose, believing that one day we'll finally make it. But what if that day never comes? What if meaning isn't something to find in the future, but something we create right now? Today we're diving into the philosophy of Albert Camus, a thinker who challenged everything we believe about hope, happiness, and what it means to truly live. If you're ready to see life in a whole new way, stick around. This one's going to change your perspective. Albert Camus and the Absurd. Albert Camus was a French-Algerian philosopher, writer, and journalist, best known for his ideas on absurdism, the belief that while humans naturally search for meaning, the universe remains indifferent. This tension between our need for purpose and the world's silence is what he called the absurd. But instead of falling into despair, Camus believed we should embrace this reality and focus on living fully in the present. His most famous works, The Stranger, The Myth of Sisyphus, and The Plague, challenge the way we think about life, purpose, and hope. And this brings us to a big question. What is hope? Hope is the belief that the future will be better than today. It keeps us moving, striving, enduring. But while hope gives direction, Camus warned that obsessing over the future can pull us away from the life we have right now. So, what's the alternative? Instead of waiting for meaning to arrive, Camus urges us to embrace the present, to stop searching for purpose in distant dreams, and instead find it in everyday moments. This isn't nihilism, the belief that nothing matters. Camus wasn't saying we should give up. He was saying we should stop believing that happiness is always somewhere ahead. Because when we let go of that illusion, we rediscover the richness of life as it is. Except that life has no ultimate meaning. The absurd is born of this confrontation between the human need and the unreasonable silence of the world, Camus wrote. His first lesson? Accept life for what it is without expecting it to follow some grand plan. From childhood, we're told that life has meaning, that we each have a higher purpose waiting to be discovered. But Camus pushes back against this idea. He argues that if we keep searching for a definitive answer, we'll only find frustration. We crave order and purpose, but the universe doesn't provide them. And that's a tough truth to accept. Some people respond by turning to religion, careers, or ambitious goals, always chasing something that promises fulfillment. But Camus suggests an alternative. Face this reality head-on and learn to live with it. How? Acknowledge it. Life doesn't come with built-in meaning, and searching for one can lead to endless frustration. Let go of false hope. Stop believing that happiness will arrive someday when everything is perfect. Live fully. Meaning isn't something to find, it's something to create. Think about your own life. How often do you catch yourself believing that once you hit a certain goal, then life will feel complete? Camus would say, step off that treadmill. Life isn't a puzzle to solve. It's something to experience right now. Create meaning through action, not answers. I rebel. Therefore, we exist. Camus believed that since life has no built-in meaning, it's up to us to create it. But that doesn't mean pretending life has a hidden purpose. Instead, it means accepting life as it is and choosing to live fully, without expecting a final reward. Hope is often tied to the idea that something better is coming, that one day everything will make sense. But Camus warns that this mindset keeps us stuck in the future, always waiting for happiness instead of experiencing it. Take The Plague. Dr. Rieu treats the sick, knowing he can't save everyone. His work doesn't erase suffering or provide ultimate answers, but he keeps going because it's the right thing to do. Meaning, for Camus, is found not in waiting for life to give us purpose, but in showing up and doing what matters. Live authentically. To be happy, we must not be too concerned with others. Camus calls on us to live authentically, to be ourselves. In a world that constantly tells us who to be, we follow certain paths, not always because they excite us, but because they're expected. Camus challenges this. Real freedom, he argues, comes from breaking away from those expectations and choosing your own way. This isn't easy. Living authentically means asking hard questions. Are you on your path because it excites you, or because society told you it's the right one? It takes courage to reflect, but once you do, you gain something priceless: control over your own life. And authenticity isn't just about big choices. It's in the small things, too. How you dress, what music you love, how you speak your mind. Camus put it best. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. 4. Embrace struggle. There is scarcely any passion without struggle. Camus didn't shy away from the fact that life is full of challenges. He believed that struggle is part of being human, and if we face it head-on, we can grow from it. Think about nature. A tree growing in harsh conditions, battling wind and rocky soil, often becomes stronger than one in a sheltered spot. The same goes for us. The struggles we face, whether in work, relationships, or personal growth, aren't just obstacles. They shape us. Camus' famous quote, "In the midst of winter, I finally learned that within me lay an invincible summer," reminds us that happiness isn't something we wait for. It's something we create, even in difficult times. Love life as it is. Real generosity toward the future lies in giving all to the present. Camus warns against constantly postponing happiness, thinking, once I graduate, once I land that job, once I find love, then life will start. We do this all the time, but happiness isn't in some distant future. It's happening right now. Take a moment to truly experience life through your senses. Feel the warmth of the sun. Listen to music, not as background noise, but really hear it. Savor your next meal. Be present in conversations instead of checking your phone. This is what Camus captures in Nuptials, the raw sensory experience of life. Camus teaches us that meaning isn't something we find later, it's something we create now. Every day is a fresh chance to live. The way you talk to people, what you pay attention to, the small joys you allow yourself to feel, this is where life happens. There's no script, and that's the beauty of it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out our full Philosophical Theories playlist for more insights that can change how you see the world. Thanks for watching.